Hi guys, and welcome back. So we're continuing my review day of the big sets that I have pulled out when I used on a previous video. And now we're going to review the Nintendo Entertainment System, which was 2,646 pieces and is set number 71374. This actually was a four-parter. You had different sections to build the controller, the cartridge, the console itself, and then the TV in the back. So I'm going to review these parts by part, just so we can get all the different details. I can throw it on the turntable and spin it around so you can see the entire thing. So the first thing we're going to review is the TV set itself. As you turn it, you can definitely see all the different control knobs and switches. This actually is a functioning knob that as you turn it, it clicks. That was just a fun little thing there. You can see a hand crank on the side, which we'll get to that here in just a second. On the back is the antenna. You can see different hookups right there. I'm going to zoom in on the label because that was a fun sticker that they put on there. Low tech and everything else. And so zoom back out. On the right, you have the video inputs, coax line, and yeah, no, it's cool. When you do pull that hand crank, Mario does move up and down. I'm about to demonstrate that here next. And now that I took the TV off the turntable to give it some added stability, if you open up this top plate right there, and then you take either the Mario or Luigi figure, you can put them onto that tile on the center, that barcode scanner, and that'll start up the system, turn them into a speaker. You'll see here in just a second. And then you turn the crank on the side, which only turns one way. I was really happy how they designed that. And Mario will jump up and down and move across the screen, as you'll see here in just a second. And the sound effects will actually go through. Now, how that's going is there are colored tiles in the center there that's scanning as you move them around. Sometimes it gets a little stuck, and you just keep going, like so, until you run out of time, or the crank comes off. And there you have it. Last thing I'd like to add on to the review of this that I didn't care for in the build is how the TV itself attaches to that stand. There's actually really nothing in there that is doing it. It just sits on there. It doesn't attach, so it's kind of wobbly. I know that when I get my Lego room and I put this out there, I'm probably not going to put it on the stand because my TV growing up as a kid, I never had a stand. Just TV like that. Next, we'll be reviewing the system, controller, and the cartridge itself. So rotate it around so you can see it from all directions. You actually have the audio-visual hookups right there. The power and the cable hookups right there. And I did this really cool sticker that went on this piece so it looked authentic. And that's the rotation there. The controller actually looks and feels. Obviously nothing depresses, but definitely brings me back to my childhood. The console itself actually does open up, and they used some spring pieces in there. So if you really want to get nostalgic, you can actually put the cartridge in and then put it down, and it stays down like so. You had, for the air vents, you have that all looking very authentic right there. And then on the side, this part pops off, and you actually have a diorama of the World 1-2 level from Super Mario. including the floating platforms, and you have a little Mario right there, up to the secret section where you can go to worlds 2, 3, or 4. I thought that was a little nice nod that LEGO had put in there if you didn't realize it. So that's pretty much it. I do intend to, at some point, since The Legend of Zelda was always my favorite game, make up a cartridge mock-up like that of The Legend of Zelda. I found a company out there, I've got to find it again, that did printed stickers for the different, so like 5 or 6 other games, including The Legend of Zelda, Metroid. I want to say Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was on there. So if you really wanted to put or make other cartridges for this set, you could absolutely do that. And there you have it. That is the NES set number 71374. Definitely give it a 10 out of 10 and would recommend it to pick up for any Nintendo fan. Thank you again for watching, and stay tuned as Saradin builds.